Hello, I'm Vivian Nixon. I am going to complete my absentee ballot today. Well, when I first got it in the mail last week and opened it up, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to have to spend a little time reading this thing. So let's take a look at the ballot. So the ballot came in an envelope, a regular envelope addressed to me. This envelope that you take everything out of, you can discard this. You don't need to keep this, but you may want to keep note of the phone number here, because that's the number you call in your area if you need help. Inside the outer envelope, there will be 3 distinct things. 1, 2, 3. This is the return envelope. So that is the envelope that you're going to put your ballot in. And the reason you know it's the return envelope is because it says right here in English and Spanish, return envelope. Sobre de devolución. And it has the address of the Board of Elections. So you know that if you put something in this envelope, this is the address it's going to. And it says, this is election material, please expedite. So that's item number 1 that's in your absentee ballot envelope. Item number 2. There's another envelope. That's the thing I wasn't expecting. Why are there 2 return envelopes? Here's why. That outer envelope is what tells the post office where to send your ballot. This inner envelope is where you put your ballot so it remains confidential and secret and protected until it gets to the right machine or person who is going to make sure that the ballot is filled out correctly and then compute the results. The third and final piece that's in your absentee ballot package is the actual ballot. It's, pretty big. It's a different, it's 2-sided, right? And it can be a little confusing, but let's go over it. Cell phone, swipe, flashlight. Okay, so on this column over here, right here, it just says that this is an official absentee ballot for general election. The date of the election, make sure they did not send you a ballot for 2016 or 2024. Make sure your envelope says, or your ballot says, this is the ballot for 2020. And it's telling me to remember to look at both sides, so I'll do that. Over here, there's a column that tells you what office you're voting for. This far column over here. And then across here is where you make your selection. So let's see. Justices of the Supreme Court, vote for any 4. Pick the 4 that you want. So that's what I will do. Now, how do I do that? Take my writing instrument, and above the names of the people running is this little oval, empty circle, oval shape. And you would fill that in. Fill it in completely and as neatly as you possibly can. Don't make any other marks on the ballot because machines will pick that up. Only mark the people you want to vote for. Is my ballot valid if I only pick 2 when it's telling me I should pick 4? There are only 3 judges running. Vote for those 3 judges. Vote for 2 of them. Vote for 1 of them. But any question you don't know the answer to, you should either look it up on the Google machine or call the number I showed you on the outer envelope. Remember the outer envelope? That phone number? Call and ask. Now on the other side of the ballot, flip it over. Electors for President and Vice President of the United States. Vote once. So here they're being very clear. You can only pick one. You cannot vote twice in this area. The thing I want to emphasize here is that there will be spaces on your ballot, especially when it comes to senators, assemblymen, and the president and vice president, where you see the same person's name listed in more than one column. That is because more than one party has selected those people as their candidates, but you can only vote for the person under one party. Once you fill this out, you've marked all the ovals above the candidates of your choice. You've only chosen your candidate once. And in this day and age, with severe cuts to the United States Postal Service, you would want to mail your ballot as early as possible to avoid your ballot getting there too late to be counted. So please, if you have a ballot today, mail it today. Remember, we have the return envelope, right? This is the outer envelope. Do not put your ballot directly into this envelope. Don't do it. Do not do it. Official absentee ballot envelope. This is the envelope in which you will put your ballot. Inside the ballot envelope, not the return envelope, okay, rip off this piece of paper that covers the sticky part of the envelope. Just rip it right off. Rip off the paper, let the sticky part show, fold it over. It is then sealed. It's sealed. Sealed, cannot be opened. It's a secret. Nobody knows what's in there but you. Wait. You should stick it in the return envelope and put it in the mail, you say. Ah, but no. We must use our trusty writing instrument one more time, because the ballot envelopes requires your signature. See where this red X is? The envelope is now signed with my signature. Okay? Signed, sealed. In order for it to get delivered, you must put it in the return envelope. Now, I put it in the return envelope, but oh, there's a problem. There's a window here, but this doesn't look like it belongs in that window. Let me see. Turn it around. And lo and behold, when I do that, this barcode shows up in the window. That's what has to happen. So if that barcode is not showing in the window, then that's not good. That's not a good thing. Why does the barcode have to show? Well, when this envelope goes to the Board of Elections, this barcode is read by a machine, and the machine lets the computer system know that this ballot has been received. If a second envelope came in with the same barcode, when the machine scanned it, the machine would be like, like we already scanned that barcode, all right? So like, like you don't even try it. You cannot vote twice, all right? So the barcode is important because you know what? It prevents voter fraud. So please make sure the barcode is showing. And then, same thing. You rip off this paper part right here, right? It reveals the sticky. Once the sticky is revealed, you then fold your return envelope and make sure it's, stuck. And then what? Well, over here, you must put in your return address. And over here, you must put in a postage stamp. Return address, postage stamp, and then what? You have to put it in the mail, or take it to a drop-off box, or take it to the Board of Elections. You can take it to the Board of Elections or to a polling place on the day of the election. But the voting doesn't take place until this package gets into the hands of the Board of Elections. Whether you do it through the United States Postal Service, in which case I suggest that you mail it today, or if you take it and drop it off at a box, in which case I suggest that you make sure it's an official drop-off box, or you can drop it off at the Board of Elections, or you can drop it off on election day at a polling place. This is one of the most important elections of our lifetime. No matter who you vote for, vote. I'm Vivian Nixon. And I'm pretty sure this is the longest voting tutorial ever done. And maybe there's a Guinness Book of World Records distinction for that. But I wanted to make sure you get it right. It's that important.